we have Amara Sikandar, a visual artist, a senior art director at Ogilvy, and she's joining us from Pakistan. Hi, Amara.
Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello. We all are doing great and looking forward to speaking with you. So without much ado, let me quickly ask, just start off with the first question. So we've seen quite some of your works and we're quite amazed. Could you tell us a little bit about what kind of art you are into?
Okay. So hello, everyone. My name is Amara Sikandar and I'm from Pakistan. Majorly, I'm working as a senior art director in Ogilvy and handling the Coca-Cola and British American tobacco. Apart from that, I do my illustrations, and my illustration is mostly related with the women of my country, majorly. Not just my country, though. So that's the problem, actually, in my, you can say in my country specifically, that we are not, in that era where we are, discussing such petty issues. But for me, it is very important to, see the process of for a single girl to become a empowered person in this country specifically, where you are a Muslim first, secondly you have restrictions like anything that it's a main dominant society, and you can't do this and that, girls can't do this, and such kind of thing. So majorly when you talk here about the genders and especially about girls, they call you a poor girl, or they mostly call you that, oh, she's so unfortunate that she's not getting such kind of opportunities and everything. So it's hard to break such kind of such kind of mentality in this country specifically. So my art is related with the mostly with the empowerment and how I can show not a poor girl actually, but a brave warrior, a woman as in warrior, that she is struggling every day for everything, for her rights, for proving her role in a job. Because I myself working as in senior art director, but again, it's very hard to compete with your male colleagues here. So for me, it's also very difficult to I have to prove myself every time, everywhere, that I do exist, and my gender is not the thing that you need to notice that I'm a woman. So such things made me realize that I should do such kind of work which can empower girls out there, not in just my country, even in this whole world. So, and I do respect all the genders, and working for the LGBTQ series, especially being in this country was kind of a threatening for me. I got so many threats as well that why you are doing this, why you are supporting these people, what is your agenda, where are you from, and such kind of like that. Such things made me to do whatever I'm doing now. So I would like to share my work with you guys, so that you can get an idea that what kind of work I do. And I majorly do illustrations in digital medium. So my style is, you guys can see the screen in a while. Let me just connect the screen.
So while you're showing your illustrations, could you also quickly talk about them, Amara?
Yeah, I will, surely. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So again, the color, let's talk about this illustration. For me, a woman is something very delicate, very, very, very empowered, and very, it's like, for me, a woman is like a goddess, because she is doing so much to, just to prove herself in every way, so that she's beautiful, she's confident enough to say whatever she's facing. She's outspoken, she's straightforward. So that's what I'm trying to show in this illustration. Why this, and again, I'm very in the support of brown color. I'm not into again, that's kind of an agenda in our region, that every girl wants to be fair, and they want to use different kind of creams and everything to make their skin bleached and everything. But for me, it's kind of a proud for me that whatever my skin is, whatever my color is, that's my identity. Whatever the color is out there, that's their identity. I can't just replicate someone's thing just to be like them. So that's the whole purpose of my color selection. This is a simple girl smiling, looking at you, and giving you that look that she don't care about what you guys say. So she's the queen of her world. So my next, yeah. So the concept of behind this illustration typically was that we assume that girl in a hijab or in a chadar or in a covered way, she is not that modern, she's not that up to date, and she's very scared of the fact that she's a Muslim, is worried. But here I gave the picture that she don't care, and she is showing the middle finger to the world, that to that society, actually, not the world. Okay, that she is fearless, she is beautiful, she is courageous, and she is like beyond anything. So she don't care that what society says her, or what society thinks about her. So again, this particular artwork is about LGBT, and on this illustration, I got quite threats in my country that why you are supporting LGBT, and I was like, that's my choice, and that's not about genders, that's about humanity. So I tried to make a drag queen plus a guy with the lipstick on his face, his lips. So that's a way that this person is happy, no matter what the world is saying. And again, this specifically this illustration I made for an NGO, and it's written that "Hamare hakook kahan hai?" That means that where are our rights? It's about the transgenders. We see often in our country that transgenders are mostly into dancing, and there is no source of earning money for them apart from being into dance, or going for weddings and everything. So I made this art piece so that they are asking about their rights, that they want to be in the government sectors, they want jobs, they want schools and universities for them, they want a respectful wage for the earning. So that was the purpose behind this illustration. This was it's me, actually. I made this in a very COVID time, because that was the time when everyone was not aware about what COVID is actually. But somehow I was very depressed because I lost my very close family member, because of this COVID. So for me, that was very intense and quite depressing situation. I made this illustration to give the message, to keep your masks on your face so that you can, not get the disease. This illustration is typically about, again, a girl with short hair, not a concept in our region that, if you have very less short hair, you are like very, very edgy and modern and very, outspoken girl. So this is again a gesture that she's fearless, and she's not she's not caring about what the society is saying. This illustration I made, it's about a girl who is, is actually not able to fly, and her dreams are not, this whole your families, because I have seen this in my country, that though my parents are very supportive in every way, they have supported me in arts and getting everything, but somehow mostly girls are not that fortunate. So their dreams, they just have to end up their dreams by getting married, or not going for universities and schools and all that. So this illustration is about those girls that who are dreaming big, but they're not able to fly. So that's the whole concept. Um, then again, this image is showing a very daring woman who is giving her gesture through her eyes, and challenging you that she's dare enough to look it in your eyes straightforwardly, and do whatever she wants to do. This illustration I made, and again, it's a girl in a hijab with a semi-nude body, and different, and they're like four legs. So this depicts that it's very unfortunate that people assume that being Muslim and being in hijab, being from a conservative third world country, it means that we don't have knowledge about what the liberty is, what our rights are. We know everything. We know that we have so many rights. As a woman, I know that you have so many rights, but um, typically in this region, we are not allowed to get those rights properly. It's sad to see that for the property right, for the small thing, girls need to give up, because they can't, even it's in it's well that you have the rights and you can get it, but it's so unfortunate that we are not able to get it though. So this typical artwork is showing that she is again daring, courageous enough to speak about herself, speak about her life, her dreams, and that's the whole kind of look I tried to give her. And the semi-nude body is about that she is beautiful, because women. If we see the different civilizations and different kind of work, if you can figure out that the mother goddess they used to make, they were like semi-nudes, they were like properly nude women. So that's the beauty of a woman, that the body they have, it's kind of a beauty. So this artwork is about a girl who is um, outspoken, who is free, she has dreams and everything, but she is not able to talk about it. So that's why I gave this rose in her mouth, so that she's quiet, though, like there's like cactus behind her, and there's like flowers, there's a crown on her head, she's about to fly, but again she's not able to speak. So that's the message in this illustration. This typical illustration I made for the Red Cross Emirates, because that was a time in COVID when people were not going out, and everyone was like not sure about what is going to happen. So I made this illustration so that people can. So typically for the Emirates Red Cross, so they printed it on the shirts, and they gave to the people so that they can paint it according to their will and according to their choices. So that was the work I made for Red Cross. This is this artwork I made for British Red Cross. So it's one Bengali woman, and they wanted to celebrate Bangladesh and all those people. So I made this artwork for them. Again, this is another artwork I made for. I do try to, whatever comes in my mind, I try to sketch it and make it as soon as possible, but because it's kind of a rapid ideas coming in your mind with seeing different situations and everything. Again, this typical artwork I made with the snakes, with flowers, with a girl again in a dark complexion. There's one moth on her eyes, and there's like kind of I gave this kind of a crown, not exactly crown, but kind of a support, so that this depicts again my all artworks depicts the empowerment. The color combinations are very lively. There's life in it, that I'm trying to show life through colors. So yeah, so this is Mia Khalifa I made, and I got again major threats on it because again, being a Pakistani and being a Muslim girl, that was a concept that why you are promoting pornography and all that. And I asked this question from every person who messaged me, that why you made Mia Khalifa, and I said, you guys know who is she, right? So why you guys are telling me that why I made her? Like, you guys have seen her already. So what's the concept of, if I am a woman and I made her because she's beautiful, she's amazing, and she's a good entertainment for the whole world, then if I made an illustration, what's the big deal in it? So, but you are a girl and you can't do this and this and that. That was the restriction. So that's I got to face for this typical illustration. But indeed, she's a beautiful woman. Again, this artwork, a woman without there's like a naked body of her and posing towards the left side, and there's like sun behind her. So these tattoos and this kind of typical features and body language is actually showing that she's bold enough to take any step in life, and she's amazing, yet a goddess, a warrior, a princess, whatever you want to call her, because she has all the abilities to face the world. So okay, this is she's one of my very good friend. I made this illustration for her, and she wanted to put this on her social media. She wanted to look like a queen, so I made this. So these white symbols, I if you have noticed that I made all these kind of like different kind of symbols on the face. It's because when I read about the civilizations and everything, old civilization used to put up their marks on their faces to defend them from their enemies, right? So this is kind of just a sign to tell them, we are beautiful enough, yet we have the quality of a warrior. So all my illustration have these kind of marks on the faces. This typical illustration, it's from my Zodiac series, and I made this for again one of my friend who did a suicide, and I was very angry because why she did that, because she was a very outspoken girl and very intelligent girl, but she did it because of the society pressure, and she was a model, and she used to face a lot of like that if you are a model, you might be going for shortcuts and everything. So, and she ended up, doing a suicide. So that was quite a sad incident in my life. So I tried to show her that she's angry, and yet she's angry, but she don't care. But that was just my view, kind of my perspective for this illustration. So I made her angry in this illustration. So, but she was a beautiful soul. Again, this artwork is from my Zodiac series. This is again a very, very straightforward illustration. This illustration I made for one of my friends, and then they both are husband and wife, and the girl sings in Urdu, proper ghazals and everything. So they're amazing musicians and everything. This illustration is about Madame Noor Jahan. She is one of the most popular singer and renowned singer, classic singer of this region. So I made her. Then I made this. This is my city. Lahore. It's a Lahore fort. That's that's my depiction of my city. I made it in a very colorful way, and though my city is very colorful, on the food, the colors, the nightlife, it's very happening. It's very, very, very lively. So I made my Lahore in this way, that how I see my city. Um, and this typical is now, it's not that common in our city as well, but this used to be a proper ride for the city, or internal city rides and everything, but now you rarely see a horse ride thing in my city now. So but this is kind of a nostalgic feeling, so I tried to make it, I just for my memory, I made this Lahori tanga. Again, this illustration, the caption is saying, "I met God, she's black." So that was the main caption. That's the message for this illustration I made. And this is the last piece. That's the depiction of both genders equality. That there is no difference between being a man, being a woman. I respect every gender, though I'm not against men, but when you live in such country and in this society, typically, then you have to prove yourself everywhere. Like I know lots of speakers and audience have this liberty that they can do anything. They can live alone. They can do anything freely and easily. But though it's not the case in our society, because in our society we have to ask about everything, and we have to give reason that why we are doing this, why we are going out, when we are coming, why we are late. These kind of restrictions, we are not supposed to live alone. We have to live with the family if you're single. That's kind of life give you such kind of challenges that then you have to prove yourself that I am able to do anything in my life, because again, for me, it's not easy to get all things which I have done in my life. But the thing is that I'm so proud of myself as well, that I'm living in this country and in this society. I tried to make myself realize that my art can make a big difference. My art, through my work, through my art, I can speak about the rights of a woman. I can speak about the rights of the genders. I can speak about the quality of life. I can improve in their lives as well. So I'm just trying to work day and night for my especially women in my country. So I hope that one day we will be able to talk about that. Now we have the liberty do whatever we want to do, but still it's kind of a struggle. So that's all about my work, and that's all about me.
Thank you for sharing your illustrations, Amara. They're incredible and powerful. Thanks a lot. It was a great journey for all of us to look at them and understand the story behind each one of them. And we all do hope. And we all do hope you keep continuing to do this and keep empowering people, not just in your country, but people across the world.
Inshallah. Thank you.
So, in view of time, I'll quickly use this last question. Can you give us few suggestions for anyone who wants to pursue their career into illustrations or art in specific? What are the few things you would ask them to do?
Honestly speaking, when I was in university, I was not even clear that what I have to do, because though I was in a course of a graphic designing, but graphic designing is just not one subject. It's kind of a whole diverse amazing field where you can do photography, where you can do illustration, designing. It's then you go for majors, right? I did my majors in graphic design, but when I started doing job in advertising agencies, that I was like, I do this thing every day. Designing, it's kind of a ritual for me now that I do it every day. I have to design campaigns, I have to design logos and everything. But what is my style like? How can I identify that what my typical style and work is? So I try to discover it with the time, and I saw different kind of I. So my first habit is that I every day, every morning, I just open my Behance and Pinterest, and then I start looking at the work, that different kind of work that people are doing around the world, right? So this is kind of an exercise where you get inspired, that what do you want to do? You want to go into 3D, you want to go into photography, you want to go into illustrations, you want to do some, experimental work and all that. And I have tried everything. I have tried photography, I have tried designing, and eventually it's not that this one night I just woke up and one day I just woke up and I was like, okay, I'm a illustrator. No, that was not the case. I think with the time you will get to know that what you want actually. So if you are already in this field, in a graphic designing field, then you have to be very sure about that. If you are going for a typical subject, are you interested in that? Are you seeing your future in that? Or are you just doing it for fun? Just doing it for fun is easy, but doing it passionately is different. So I would suggest you, whoever is interested in illustrations, try to see more work and try to not to replicate work. Try to find your style, your own. Do a different kind of experiment. Even just copy someone's work, but then add your element. Add your colors, add your typical stroke like style of brushes and pencil styles and everything. So then you will be able to explore. So I think it's just not a one day job. You will be like, I'm an illustrator now, or a designer now. No, I think you need to explore with the time, and you will get to know that what is your domain. So for all the illustrators out there, I want to say that keep progressing and keep exploring yourself. You will get your style with the time, but keep doing it and don't lose hope, and be very passionate about it.
Thanks a lot, Amara, for taking us through your creative and impactful journey. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.